Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the children, pupils, parents, listeners. On behalf of Ihyaaus Sunnah Bolton and Madrasa Kashiful Uloom Preston. As you can see here in front of me, parents and children, we are now going to be introducing the learner to their very first words. So as you can see over here, these are two-word examples and diagrams in the first two lines. So insha'Allah al-Aziz, we will do the first two lines. As it says in the footnote at the bottom, that these, wherever there are words with no harakas, meaning the or the un on them, the student should say the name of each letter. So the child and the learner, when they are asked what is the first letter called, sound the first letter in the word, they will say, or you will say, or whoever you are, you say kaf. And then the second letter, meme, kaf, meme. So that's how you will be answering the sort of these words. So if the cursor will go to say, right, what is this letter? You will say what the sound of the letter is, whatever you think it is. And from this exercise, we will be able to find out if you are able to recognize the Arabic alphabet when they are coming in word diagrams joined. So you will find words where letters are joined with one another. And we learned that letters take up a different shape and form when they are joined at the beginning, joined in the middle, and then joined at the end. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My cursor will move to the first letter, children, and whoever is learning, you will say the sound of the letter. If you recognize the letter correctly, then the next step is to make sure you say the correct sound. So what is this first letter in this very first word diagram? What's the first letter called? Kaf. So this is the shape of kaf when it is joined at the beginning. And what's the next letter? Meme. Meme, the shape it takes up when it comes at the end, joined. So over here we've got two letters, both of these letters are joined. Kaf, meme. Kaf, meme. So the learner has to, or the child or the pupil has to make sure they recognize first and foremost, and then they make the correct pronunciation. So the pronunciation is kaf, meme. So say that, kaf, meme. Moving on to the next word. What is the first letter? Now try and see if you can work it out. There's a dot over here, so which letter is it going to be? Single dot underneath. Which shape does it look like? Ba. Well done, ba. And then the letter joined with it is ha, small ha. That's the shape ha takes up when it is joined at the end. Ba, ha. Say it. Ba, ha, small ha. Kaf, meme. Ba, ha. Well done. Now this letter over here, can anybody tell me what is the sound of this letter? If you recognize it, you will make the correct sound. It is Sod. Full mouth. Sod. And which letter is joining onto it? So we are joining this letter onto which letter? Ra. Ra. Remember, we can't join a letter after Ra here, but this is two letter diagrams. Sod, Ra. Sod, Ra. Say it. Sod, Ra. Kaf, meme. Ba, ha. Sod, Ra. So we've got to say the actual letter. So if somebody gave you a word in English, can you say the letters? So the T-H-E, you'll say the word the is in front of a child, and you say to the child, now tell me the letters. So they will say T-H-E, depending on how advanced their thing. They could do it in the phonics system, or they could do it in the actual alphabet system. What is this word here? Come on, children. What's the letter? What's the sound of this letter? Recognize the letter and make the correct sound. 3 dots on top. Tha. What is it? Tha. And which letter is joining with it? Mim. Which letter is joining with it? Mim. And for the information of parents, and something I've mentioned in the past, surely in one of our lessons, all these examples that you're seeing in front of you with these words, this kaf, mim, ba, ha, sad, ra, tha, mim, these are all Quranic words. Kam bihi sirrun thumma. These are all Quranic words. Do you understand? So it's very important that our children are able to recognize the letters and then make the correct sound at the same time. So this is the shape tha will take when it comes join at the beginning, and as we have already done mim, that's the shape of a mim. What's this letter over here? Qaf. What's the letter called? Qaf. Which letter is it joining onto? Look at it carefully. Dal. Which letter is it joining onto? Dal. Qaf. Dal. Say it. Qaf. Dal. We've got to make the sound correct. Qaf. Qaf. Dal. So the letter Qaf is being joined, and it's the first letter. So this is what letter Qaf will look like when it is being joined at the beginning onto another letter. So letter Qaf is 1 and letter Dal is 2. There is no third letter. So there's only 2 letters in this word. Let's see if we can recognize this letter here. Now look, concentrate. Follow the letter. It might look like an alif, but look what's happening. It's joining. And we have learned that alif you will not find a letter joining after alif. So if this letter is joining, you know one thing, this is not an alif. So what is it? Lam. Lam. It's letter lam. And it's joining into which letter? Kaf. So this is what kaf will look like when it is joined and it's coming at the end. This kaf is coming at the beginning, so it's taken up this shape. This kaf over here is coming at the end. Lam. Kaf. Say it. Lam. Kaf. Well done. Qaf. Dal. Lam. Kaf. When I say the words, you just repeat them after me. Let's move on to the next one. Who can recognize this letter? Recognize the letter, make the correct sound. What is the letter called? Sad. What's it called? Sad. And which letter is it joining onto? Mim. Which letter is it? Mim. So we've got 1, 2, 3 mim examples here. Sad, mim. Say it. Sad, mim. Qaf, dal. Lam, kaf. Sad, mim. What's the last word? The letter is Wa, and then Noon. Wa, Noon. Wa, and then Noon. Say the Dha fil mouth. Dha, Noon. So I'll say the letters that you follow the sounds. Kaf, Mim, Ba, Ha, Sad, Ra, Tha, Mim, Qaf, Dal, Lam, Kaf, Sad, Mim, Dha, Noon. So inshallah, go over these 2 lines with your children, and even if children from our madrasa are revising, that children make sure you pay attention and go over all the videos that Malisab is making for you all. I know you have covered all of this before, but you can use these videos as part of revision, and any child who may have covered these pages or similar words before, it's just good, just more practice, further practice, and inshallah this practice will help us get even better. Remember, don't forget, lesson 1 every day. Practice the letters every single day, and then inshallah go through this particular lesson as well. So on behalf of Ihyaaus Sunnah and Kashiful Uloom, Al-Huda, Preston, Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.